My bad, I had no sound. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Morning Wood presented by PropFinder. What's up, Juan? I see you, brother. How you doing? What's that, Chio? What's up, dude? You see some Morning Wood? That's awesome, bro. I gotta be honest with you. I woke up today. I woke up yesterday and saw the schedule for today, and it kind of pisses me off. Like, what are we doing? I guess they want these cup games getting watched, but um, I don't like. There's two games tonight. There's the Heat and Magic and somebody else. That's the bad news. The good news is we can still bet on it. So we've got, it looks like at 6 p.m. the Heat and Magic. I guess that's fun because it's at 6, and then the Knicks in Toronto. But just give us our Tuesday night slate back. You know what I mean? Like, we don't like what about tomorrow? Wait till you see tomorrow. It's the same type of thing. Like, why are we watching two games? So that kind of stinks, but like, whatever. It's what it is. We're going to bet through it. All right. That's what we're going to do. So we got PropFinder. And on a day like today, what's up, Harley? What's up, Savagino? Exactly, bro. Like, this whole week's like this. This week, it's like just a wasted week. I guess we'll just have to like watch something else. Like, I don't know. We're just, I mean, dude, all we'll do is we'll just take both of them and then we'll have something. But I don't know. Again, I'm a volume guy. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, what are you going to do? It's fine. It is what it is. This is PropFinder. What actually is good is if you have questions. What's up, Snakes? If you have questions, you can ask. Okay? Because I got a message yesterday. A guy was like, what? He said it super, what I read it to be super sarcastically or just like, yeah. He waited till after the guy covered too, I think, to here, I'll read it to you. I don't have it up. But I was just like, what do you like? Yeah, so 8 hours later. So after the bet hit, so he puts slop. It was Sea Dog. Slop. What part of this reached 45 plus rushing yards? It was on the tweet that had Omarion Hampton's just numbers from PropFinder on it. You know that tweet? What part of this reached 45 plus rushing yards? So I put, great question, all of it. He waits till after the bet had won because I think he was being very sarcastic when he wrote that. And then he tried to say, I'm trying to learn how to use this site, and it's super confusing. There is nothing confusing about PropFinder. And thanks for the cocky reply. Any help? And I'm just like, I do a live stream Monday through Friday. Every Monday through Friday, we do this. So if you do have questions, you can ask. I'm not going to give you a cocky reply or whatever that was. I'm going to show you what I think is the answer. You know what I'm saying? But like, what are you like? You were being very sarcastic when you wrote that. You know you were. You waited till after the bet lost because it took forever. You know what I'm saying? He was saying that he wasn't going to get it, but then he did get it because we have PropFinder. But you know what I'm saying, though, Snakes? All I'm saying is like, this is easy to read, and if it's hard for you, we can help you make it easy, is my point. This is easy. Don't ever forget that. You don't walk into this and be like, oh, this is hard. You're not going to get it if you think like that. You have to walk in and be like, dude, there's like multiple idiots out there that this is super easy for. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them. Like, this is beautiful, but I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's like, this is not hard at all. And if it's hard for you, that doesn't make you dumb. That just means you just need to pay more. Just watch a little bit more, pay some more attention. You're going to get it. I promise you. I mean, not to insult the entire chat, but like, we're probably not like all Mensa members. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know if one I'm not, but it's easy to use. That's all. And again, that wasn't an insult to you guys. I'm just saying, like, it's probably just regular dudes just like me. So, anyways, we got 2 games. Any questions? Hit the chat. We're gonna get it. Oh, Harley wants to do that. Let's go. How did you don't have work today? Raj, I'm gonna call you Raj because I don't want to mess up your name. Raj, there's no work? That's sweet, dude. Thanks, Snakes. Yeah, we tried. Like, there should be some talk. You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be a fun show. Nice, Raj. That's what I'm talking about, bro. All right. Well, you got college basketball too. Not here on PropFinder, but to watch and bet tonight. Anyways, let's get going. There's only 2 games though. It might be Norman Powell, Peter. I've been trying to figure it out all day. So no fraud. So I want to go on the Magic side first. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Scarface? Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you, Savagino. You just got it's I believe they call that multitasking on the streets. Anybody have any thoughts on the football game? That was a pretty boring game. I obviously didn't know that Hampton was going to get there. It was like, whoa. I mean, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like that was tough. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, I don't know. He's going to get the volume. It was always a volume play. So. All right, let's roll. Sorry, I had to like retweet that last one. I'm gonna get everyone in here before everyone have a chance to get in here before we actually dive in because we're just gonna go. We're gonna 2 games. We're gonna do all of them. No need not to, because there's 2. Like I said, all of them when it's both. Nice. Yeah, I know that's crazy. I thought they were gonna, but they still ran enough. I guess was my problem with, or not problem, was why we did that to begin with. I was like, they're gonna run enough. Like they did throw it a little more than I thought. I thought Herbert ran a lot more than I would have wanted to, but it wasn't like there were a bunch of design runs though. Like he scrambled a lot. I don't have the numbers right in front of me. It just felt like I kept looking. I was like, dude, is he just gonna tuck it and run? But he kind of had to because their line pretty much sucks. Yeah, Sully and Mike Wazowski was pretty fun to watch. My biggest pet peeve about those, they're great for kids, so obviously do them, obviously. But like they're like way behind the live, you know what I'm saying? So I think they're like multiple plays behind, which they should be because like how could they be? How could they not be? But still. All right. So we could stay here. This is the research page. All right, I'm gonna go to the cheat sheet. Might as well. We don't even have double greens up in here, so we got to get going. But here's the thing with point guards. Here's the thing. I'm sorry, point guard. With the Magic, they don't have Franz, and it's the first game without Franz. First whole game. He left after like 7 minutes last time, so he basically didn't play. I think that might put Jalen Suggs in play, but look at this number, 17.5. That feels like kind of a lot. I think it's going to be moving. What's up, Goat Malik? One, you like, all right, I'll look into Hart. So what the first thing you do, look over here. Defense versus point guard. That's the team. Then you go over to season. I usually go the last 5 games. All right. So guys are shooting. Whatever. They're scoring points. They're dropping dimes. The number 1 ranked defense, if you're looking for people to get assists on them. That doesn't mean they're good. This is good for our player, this Green. They give up 11.6 assists per game. That's the worst defense. It says number 1. That means number 1 worst, okay? So that's good for us. That's what they're saying is it's green. You get the green light to look for assists. So we'll look for assists and points. We'll see what's going on, what the number is. One good thing about PropFinder is see that number? That's his points line. If you hit this, that's his assist line. All right, I'll show you assist and points on both of these guys. So we'll go points first. Jalen Suggs just had a 20 burger on these guys the other day. Westbrook had 12. Anthony Black had 13. I mean, I think we can go back to Black tonight. We'll look. 15 for Nemhard. D'Angelo Russell. What we're looking for right here is like comps or like who's like this guy? What did he do? You know what I mean? Like, so I don't really see too many people that are like Jalen Suggs. I think he's almost a defense first point guard, but he does. I mean, he can't score and he can dish and shit, but I think that he's more known for defense. Yeah, what's up? Hold on, Patrick. I got you. Quick question, Slop. How are people finding triple doubles when the defense doesn't align with the data? Triple doubles are kind of vibes. I'll show you in a minute. I'll hang on that question. That's a good question, though, Patrick. Ryan Rollins had 26 on these dudes. Like, this is a very preliminary way to look. All right, so Ryan Rollins is a great example. We would have to look to see if Giannis played that day. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's all so many different circumstances. That's why I hate hit rate as like your go-to, because you could look at this and be like, dude, he hit 2 of his last 3. He's in. Or you could go, he hit only 2 of his last 4. That sucks. Or you could go 4 of his last 8. That's half the time. Or you could go 4 of his last 10. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it depends on where you decide arbitrarily to cut it off. That's one thing about hit rates. 2 is every one of these games are completely different circumstances. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, completely different. So never forget that. Like, you got to dive into who are they playing tonight? What is the circumstances with this team? What's the circumstance with the other team? Is it going to be a beatdown? Like, what if this game was a literal beatdown? Or what if he just went out early? So it counts as like he didn't do anything, but, you know, he left early. I hope that makes sense to everybody. So like I said, hit rate, this is just a nice, you want to see a little bit of green, but at the same time, you can't just go on that. Like, that's crazy. I hear people arguing about it all the time, and you're like, you just arbitrarily cut off where the cutoff date was for like when's important. We had a guy do that about Derrick Henry's carries the other day. It was like 6 of the last 10, but the first 3 of those 10, he didn't get it. So if you were to cut that off, it would have been literally like 6 of 7. And you're like, that's pretty good. But at the same time, if you wanted to say he wasn't going to get it, just let it go 3 more games and call it 6 of 10 and then be like, yeah, this sucks. So it's stupid to do that. Oh, nice, Sultan. That's awesome. One thing you can look at too is pace. Miami plays at the fastest pace in the NBA. So the Magic are going to be forced to speed up because they play at the 14th fastest pace. One thing also that matters too, defensive efficiency. I can't get it to go up. I don't understand how that, like, you guys say you have a toolbar, but this toolbar just disappears like immediately. For me, I don't know why it does that, but it's just gone. And then this one too. Look how, all right, there it is. So the Heat, they play at the fastest pace, and then we'd have to scroll down either defense efficiency, but you want to have to scroll down here unless, like, because right now the Wizards, Pelicans, Jazz, Nets, Kings, or even Clippers are the best teams to target because they don't play D. The Heat are the second best defensive team in the NBA, and so are the Magic. But the Magic, again, they're out. They don't have Franz. So we'll see how that matters for them. But anyways, Suggs, maybe assist. I forgot to show you assist. Look at this. So you hit assist. You see 4.5. You see that number inside the blocks? That's 10. That's 4 right there. That's how many he got, and that's how many potentials he had. Potential assists are very important. So go down. Ten potentials, only cashed in 4 of them. He's not really getting the potentials that we kind of want to see. He had 7 potentials and he cashed in 5 of them. That's a big percentage. That might be too big, you know what I mean, to go 5 tonight. I wouldn't go 5 based off that, unless I just saw something else. I know how I said black? You go to back to here to research tab, and now you gotta start typing in names because the defensive matchups, you're only gonna see starters. So now you wanna go back here, Anthony Black, second guy there. Bang. All right, so we can go in his player card through any of these. I would go, let's look at assists first. So, last 5 games, this guy has him listed as a shooting guard, but if you change him, if you look here right by his name, one of you guys taught me this. He's been point guard for a while. All right, he comes off the bench and he runs the point. Basketball is positionless these days, but for all intents and purposes, he looks like the point guard to me. Does that make sense when you watch their games? Although they're like, it's not really a true like other guys can bring it up. That's all I'm saying. So potential assists, let's go. He had 7 last game against the Knicks. He had 13 against the Heat, 10 against the Spurs, 5 against the Bulls. I don't like the volatility, but these numbers get me kind of excited. 10, 13, 7, because we only need 4. So that ain't, I mean, we only need 4 assists. And he just had 13 potentials against this team. So he should have. Oh, they moved the black line. What is it now, Peter? Don't tell me it's 4. Westbrook had 10 against these guys. Suggs himself had 5. Black had 6, 13 for Nemhard. Something had to change for the Heat, I would think. Yeah, you like to just say nice work. Oh, good, Peter. Thank you. Yeah, so they lost Franz. So last game without Franz, he only had 7 potentials. Franz did play the first 7 minutes, but I don't think that affected Black because he doesn't even come in until about then anyways. He comes off the bench. I think Anthony Black assist at 3.5 is worth it. We have to find the price. Best price, I can get that for you. Juice Reel. If you don't have Juice Reel, get it. There's a link all over my timeline. I'll check rebounds, Raj. Looks like minus 102 at FanDuel. The exchanges don't even have an over for him. That's wild. Okay, we can get plus 105 at Novig right now. I think Anthony Black 4+ assists. If you can get plus money somewhere, do it. I would go to the exchanges if I'm you guys. Get used to this because it's going to be a thing. And you just put in the price you want. Within reason, guys. Like, it's not going to get filled if it's stupid. But, like, right here, you can get 3.5 assists for Black plus 105. I mean, there's $10 of liquidity right now. Hang on, I'm going to do that. I mean, Black double-double, hard triple-double does not look bad. Black can grab boards. That's key. But, I mean, these are this is what it is. You know what I mean? This is all this will ever be. Finding the best price. All right, so that's only half the battle. What we're doing right here on PropFinder is literally half the battle. All right, so we like that. Now we move. Do you know what I mean? Now we go to whatever, and we're trying to get the best price because you don't want to be right now. Black is, I'm just clipping them for a tweet later, but Black right now is minus 120 at DraftKings. We got plus 105 at No Vig. Why would you ever do minus 120 when you get plus 105? Does that make sense? Like, that liquidity is going to go quick, but all right. So Anthony Black, we like his assists. Let's check rebounds for him. 5 rebounds at Prize Picks. There's no chance that stays there. Yeah, Harley, that's a good example right there. So FanDuel has Black double-double, Hart triple-double for 12,250. DK has it for 64.52. You'd win basically twice as much money if you played that thing at FanDuel over DraftKings. That is bananas. Like, how would that ever happen? I'm probably going to do a Prize Pick slip tonight if we can get Black rebounds. How about that? If it's still 5, that is crazy town. It's 5 boards for Black. The books, no. Yeah, I don't know. You guys all understand price, right? Because we got to understand price. We can't, you can't play this game if you don't get price. So I think Black rebounds, I'm going to throw that in there. We just do a 2-man slip from each game. All right, who do we got from the second game's like the Knicks and somebody, right? Raptors. OG is the first guy that comes to mind, obviously. And Emmanuel Quickly, just because they both used to play for those other teams. I'm not the biggest narrative guy, but at the same time, that kind of stuff matters. It really does. So OG, 3 boards. All right, so this should be a game for the entire game. That's big. He came back here. He only played 22 minutes. He played 5 minutes there. So 11-14, he played 5 minutes. He comes back on the 5th. He's up to 22 minutes. So that's his first go at it. They give him 22 minutes. Next, 27 minutes. Tonight, I think he plays 30 minutes. Would everyone kind of agree with that? Like, that's pretty much a yeah, all right, so Sultan Palo's back, but dude's not, Franz. So what we could do for a nice little Prize Pick slip, so just so we have action on both games. Let's do rebound chances. So what we do, so we saw all that, right? We like that. We're like, okay, cool, because this guy was playing 33 minutes a game. He's probably back up to 33 tonight. He got hurt this game. He only played whatever it was, 5 minutes. He came back. His first game back in like what felt like a month. Wasn't a month, but it felt like a month. So he played 22 minutes. So that's his floor. He's going to play 22. Played 27 last night. I bet you he plays 33 tonight or close. You know what I mean? Rebound chances. 10. All right, so 0 that game, but we already know the minutes weren't there at all. 3 rebound chances against the Heat in 5 minutes. He got them. Has he played the Toronto Raptors? No. I mean, his chances are there. Yeah, they know, dude. They got him at 4 rebounds. So if you wanted to go with the books for Anthony Black OG rebound slip. I'll show you what. It's 4 and it's 5 at Prize Picks, right? So then now you go over, before you ever put one in at Prize Picks, you got to think, all right, so since they're on a whole number like that, let's figure out what it would be somewhere else. Tonight just feels like a night where you'd want to just get loose with a bunch of shit, right? Hang on, I'm just building it real quick at FanDuel. Take 2 seconds. Yeah, because we don't have whatchamacallits right now. We don't have alt lines, like real alt lines. So you got to go 5.5 for Black. So you couldn't really build this at FanDuel. You'd have to go to DraftKings or something. But it would look different, is my point. It would look different than 4 and 5. So I think Prize Picks is fine to work with some of these guys off of. If you have Prize Picks. Prize Picks we all should have, right? Joe, they know, dude. All right, so OG, 3.5 rebounds. They got him 4+ over here. They got Black at 5, even though his line's going up to 5.5. So Black feels fine with that. OG doesn't. You'd want 3.5. OG's rebounds are, yeah, well, no, it's 3.5 minus 166. I get that thing's gonna be 4.5 soon. My bad. All right, come up. FanDuel, you'd want to do OG. You want to do 5 for Black, but the problem is you can't do that. Or you want to do 4.5 for Black or 5+, but you can't do it because they don't have alt lines up. DraftKings has a ridiculously bad number for Black right now, so it would be very tough to even do that. All right, let's go. Next one. What did we say? We said Cat. Let's check out Cat. I think rebounds is probably the play for OG, only because of his role. Offensively, one thing we think that he's going to be on the floor more. So if we think he's going to be on the floor more, then you want to go with counting stats. And a good counting stat is rebounds, points, and assists. And since his role isn't really that of a scorer. He can't score. No one's saying he can't, but rebound is something we know he'll be doing, or at least attempting to do. We have plenty of rebound chances. We're fine. Hang on. I'll find us something else. If you like his Anthony Black's assist, plus 105 at whatchamacallit is crazy. Bro, Armand, I can't even believe that. Those are coming back, though. They have to come back. You need exchanges, dude. Exchanges are where it's at. Like I said, you got all day to fill orders with exchanges. Like you can get loose with those, man. We'll look at Karl Anthony Towns. What did you guys say? Assist? All right, so here, just like you click on his name right after you search it. If you don't have PropFinder, there's a link in the description. Get it. It's dirt cheap, and it is the best app there is for this game we play. Like it is, I've never seen anything like it. We've gone through both of these matchups and found things already that, you know what I'm saying, like just you can't, like this is just something that you can't get somewhere else. Like you'd have to have multiple sites for all this stuff, and here we are just with certain clicks. The problem is, here, he's playing power forward now, though, isn't he? Towns? Because Mitch is back, and I think Mitch is starting, no? Anthony Towns is a slick one. Oh man, he's game time decision. He's playing, right? Yeah, Mitch came off the bench. I don't know. It depends on where they start him. Now he's questionable. Joe, remember what we talked about before with the NBA injury reports? You never trust those. They are so full of shit. It's not even funny. Like they play. It's gamesmanship. Like everything's competition in life. Like everything. Okay. And if there's something that the league makes the teams do, like report injuries, you better believe there's going to be competition and there's going to be gamesmanship. They're going to do things that gives them a competitive advantage, and you have to learn how to read the tea leaves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just gotta be like, okay, so it probably's true, but you could probably look at like every single team and every single player on every single team and say that there is something up with them. Do you know what I mean? Like you could say, yeah, he had his calves hurt. Yeah, everything's in pain, but basically all they're doing is resting the guy, but they don't want to say they're resting him, so they'll be like, oh, he has a calf injury, knowing damn well he's gonna play. Like the whole time, the plan's for him to play. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So you kind of gotta, I don't know. Yeah. So now what we can do is be able to read through it or read the injury reports and kind of see through them and be like, all right, this guy's on sale until this guy's announced in. Does that make sense? Like, you wouldn't take certain bets until a guy got put or until a guy is guaranteed to play. But if you know a guy's not going to play, that's a great time to take something for someone else on the team. I think you know what I mean. I doubt I said that right. That's my bad. Cat threes. Last 5 game kind of lines up. They're giving up those power forwards. Cat hit 4, 3, 2. How many is he taking? PropFinder tells you that. Just hover over. This dude played 22 minutes, and he shot 6 threes against Utah. Here's the thing, though. That could be a Utah thing because he played Toronto. He took 4, but he only hit 1, so maybe he wasn't feeling it, But he took 5 against who was at Boston, and then against Charlotte he took 7. Cat seems to be taking a lot of threes, and his price his numbers at 1.5, probably juiced to the moon. But I would think taking 1.5 threes. I don't even care. I don't care about shooting percentage recently. I don't care about that. All I care about is that number 6, 7, 5. He's taken a lot of threes lately. I'm cool with that. He's an NBA player. He only has to hit 2 of them. If he takes 6, I'm okay with that. Does that make sense? Like that's all we're saying. Is he going to take them? If he does, then let's go. Sam Hauser at 3. Sam Hauser is not a good comp for Karl-Anthony Towns. They're not the same guy. So you want to find is there any big that shoot? There's not really a ton of comps for Karl-Anthony Towns, but like I said, you don't want to. Even Miles Bridges isn't one. Any just giant dude that I don't even know who is a good comp for Cat. Mobley maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So Sandro will be the last guy before we get out of here. Over a half a 3. I kind of like these, but he's a bench guy, so watch out with that. All right, 11 rebound chances in 23 minutes. He's going to be active because of Cat and yeah, that's a good one, Kyle. Porzingis, I'd say. So Cat will force this guy to be on the floor. These are tough. I mean, is he really a center? But whatever. We could argue that all day. He's getting rebound chances, though. How many minutes did he play against him? We got to find a team where he played a bunch of minutes. He played 36 there, but Pirtle was probably out. So Pirtle's playing tonight. I would love if Pirtle popped up on the injury report during the day. Because if you see a guy pop up during the day, he's probably not playing. Filipowski, Calbra, these are decent comments. This is basically Sandro. Yeah. Okay. Let's get him power forward. See what. Yeah, no shit. What are these power forwards doing against these dudes? Svi's not really a good. Hauser's not really that good of a comp. Sandro got 6 against these, or 7 against these guys. All right, so what's kind of important is you want a little context for that game. Played 27 minutes. So now go back up here. Damn, dude. Can't find my way out of there. Oh. So he did play 27 minutes. So he only played 23 there, 15 there, 36 there, 18, 27. That must have been the Knicks game. He had 7 boards. So if he plays 27 minutes, he should get 5 rebounds. Does that make any sense to anybody? Because it feels like he's going to get minutes tonight just because of the Knicks. He didn't get home on 26 against Brooklyn. He only had 4. But, I mean, he's right there. We can go to his rebound chances and see, did he even have rebound chances that night? He had 10 rebound chances against the Knicks. It does depend on opponent, apparently. Like, who's this guy guarding? Yeah, Jakob. I mean, he'd be good if we thought Jakob might sit, he'd be somebody that we would just add. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that number would go up to the day. All you really want CLV, guys. Does that make any sense? Like, just you want 4.5, and then when the game tips off, you want to have the line be 5.5. If you could do that daily, you're Bezos. I guarantee you. You're not going to win every bet, but that's not the point. No one's trying to win every bet. Like everybody, you're taking. You know that losses are coming. You're just making sure you're winning more than you're losing. And one way to win more than you're losing is to make sure your line whenever the game starts is way better than what's being offered as the game starts. If you can do that, you are a fucking gold mine. All right, one last one. Sorry, suspended Fernandez. If you're listening in the car with the kids, it's my bad. Check Jamal Shed under assist. Okay, so he's on the injury report. I'll have to look more into whether he's going to play or not, but it's usually pretty obvious the guy's going to play. Right off the bat, I don't hate it. I don't like this. 12 potentials, 13 potentials. Like, he could cash that in. That would suck. Peter, you're ballsy, but he's going to get minutes. I think you're right there. 22 minutes. See what other guys do. Sugg and Black, they're probably no. Collier got 7 off of him. That would suck if he had one of those games. Yeah, I don't know. I'm out. I don't think it loses. Or I don't think it's a guaranteed loss at all. I like him as a player though, but so Hart triple-double straight. Yeah, exactly. Is he going to get the minutes with OG playing? He could get it off the bench though. Like, why are we bullshitting? Hasn't had one in a little bit. He had 1. Needed 33 minutes to get it. He's getting 33 minutes with OG. So, all right. That's going to do it, though. Like I said, if you have any questions and they're not sarcastic like that dude on Twitter, like that was not a real question, then hit me up on Twitter. You can DM me or just come into these streams. And all you got to do is just say, hey, I don't know what this means. And then whatever it is. I don't know what X means. Bang. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, that's all. And we can go through it together. I'm telling you, this is easy. And that's not to say if you don't get it, you're an idiot. No, I'm saying it's easy and you will get it once you have it explained to you. I promise you. Like, it's not that hard. So what we got is Black, 3.5 assists. OG, 3.5 rebounds. Karl-Anthony Towns, over 1.5 threes. That feels pretty safe. I bet you those three, 2 get home, and we all have a Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the cash. I will see you later on today. We got Keeping It 1,000 coming up in a few minutes. We also have the No Vig show that definitely turn into, because I'm not going on for 30 minutes on a No Vig show. It's 10 minutes, and I'm going to tell you a few plus money bangers that we can. What's up, Mr. Sparkle? That we can go on at No Vig. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not this long, drawn out reasoning. It's just because with the exchanges, you got to hit now. There's no like waiting till later, because there's only a certain amount of equity or liquidity. So keep that in mind. But yeah, check out that show. I'll see all of you guys tomorrow. Obviously, get PropFinder. Links right in the description. Promo code SLOP. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.